excited. We've been preparing a lot. Been a long time coming, so I'm excited for this coming Saturday in Kennett.
How weird will it be without Coach Ferentz on the sidelines?
I don't think it'll be weird. We still approach every game as it is, as it comes. We've been preparing all week, so it won't be any different. Just go out there and compete and work to get a win.
How weird will it be being on the home sideline at Kennett?
I don't think it'll be weird either. I've been fitting in well, family feel here, so it all feels natural. It'll be a great feeling.
What feels different about game week?
I'd just say the approach to it. You got a game on Saturday. That coming game is a little different. So keying in as each day comes, taking each day as it comes, is a little different. But as far as preparation, I'd say.
What do you envision happening with this offense on Saturday?
Just going out there and taking each play as it comes, and then we'll see what happens. As long as we just come together and play how we've been practicing, everything will be great. So.
With Coach Budmeyer not being there either, I mean, what's kind of the plan for the wide receivers? Who's going to be kind of coaching you guys in game? Is that going to be on Tim, or is that going to be on someone else?
Yeah, probably on Tim, Coach Lester, our assistant receiver coach as well, Tanner. But yeah, we'll see when it comes. So.
Is it different prepping for that when, kind of have you done it different? I guess it's kind of hard to say compared to other game weeks with it being week one, but is it any different without Budmeyer being able to be out there on Saturday?
I'd say, players win games, so I don't think it'll be any different. Obviously, having him would be helpful, but at the end of the day, we got to go out there and compete and go get it as a team. So I wouldn't say too much different. So.
Where's your chemistry at with KD?
It's been great. We've been preparing since I got here for this coming Saturday. And we've been just clicking this week as well. So as the days go by, we've been getting better with that. So excited to see how it goes on Saturday.
What have you heard about the Swarm, and how excited are you for your first one?
I'm very excited about it. We got to practice it this past Saturday, just going out and holding hands. It's a great tradition, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
Practice it. What did that kind of feel like? Were you guys just
Yeah.
walking through back in black or what?
Yeah, just understanding what comes with the Swarm. It's different than just holding hands. Deeper than that, it's more tradition to it. So just understanding that makes it more important and gives a better feel for it. So yeah.
Kirk seemed encouraged by what he had seen from you since you got here. What do you feel like has kind of gone well for you?
Just going in every day and putting the work in, taking each day as it comes, stacking days has been important for me, and as long as I just keep doing that, I'll continue to better myself, better the guys around me, and just better the team. So that's the mindset I take into it every day.
As you've stacked the days, did you feel the improvement?
No doubt, for sure. Even as an older player in my career, you always want to improve, always look for ways to be better, and I feel like as I take that approach to each practice, each day as it comes, and then I'll just keep bettering myself. So trying to always look for improvement.
You had even less time to learn the offense than someone who was here in February.
Mm-hmm.
What was just that process like?
Every offense is universal as far as concepts and scheme and that sort. So just taking the experience that I've had in previous offenses and incorporating it into this has helped me. But just getting in the books, studying, just getting out there and repping it has been the most important part. So that's been going well, and been reaping the benefits.
Speaking of that experience, obviously this is going to be your first game with Hawkeye uniform, but broadly speaking, what benefits does a wide receivers coach have for you on game days? Like what sort of feedback are you getting from them?
Just being focused, locked in. It starts with practice, being locked in practice, treating that as a game, and just taking the process as it comes. I feel like helps with game days on Saturday. So.
You're obviously a new guy, but have you noticed a sense of some of the veteran offensive guys wanting to maybe prove some doubters wrong this year? The offense struggled last year. That's no secret. Have you noticed these guys really wanting to kind of prove some doubters wrong?
Yeah, I feel like we've left last year in the past. It's a new team, new coordinator, new offense, new year. So we've been just taking it as it comes, taking it as this year, new system, and just creating our own path for ourselves. So.
You enjoy the Lester system, the motion and the misdirection and all that stuff?
Yeah, for sure. It's been awesome. Pro style. It's been great to move around, play some different spots, get comfortable with it. I'm excited to see how it goes. So.
What gives you confidence in this receiving room?
Just as far as just the room, or as the offense.
Yeah, the room and how it fits into the offense.
I would just say our playmaking ability and our connections with the quarterbacks. We've built a great bond with each other within the room and within like the offense in general. So that just gives you all the confidence in the world, just knowing that you can go out there and fight for those guys, and you go out there and fight with them in practice. Just builds to getting great benefits out of it on game day.
What are your impressions of Kamari Moulton?
Yeah, he's a great guy, great player, better person off the field, laughable guy, jokes around. But when it comes to being on the field, he takes it serious. He's a great player, big play guy, so excited to see how he does.
Game week, how you feeling?
Yeah, feeling good. Yeah, I'm excited. It's been a long time coming, so just really excited to get back out there in front of all the fans.
What's the comfort level right now with the offense? You've had a full month now of install.
Yeah, I think we're comfortable. Obviously, we're still working to get things down, and day by day, how we're taking it. So it'll be good.
How are you preparing differently now that you're finally playing in a game and it's been almost a year?
Yeah, just making sure I have everything down, got the whole game plan down, and making sure my body's feeling good as far as coming in the training room and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like that's the biggest thing, and then just making sure everyone else is ready too.
How do you feel about the progress of the offense since August?
Yeah, I think we've really come together a lot and done well as we've started to learn it more. I think it's been really good. I'm just really excited to see how everyone else is coming together and learning the offense.
Any nerves playing just on the ankle?
I haven't really thought about it too much. I have. It's always in the back of my mind, but I'm just trying to attack and not think about that at all.
You were limited a little bit at Kids Day. Are you all good?
Yeah, I'm all good. Yep, just limited that day.
Can you talk about Kamari Moulton?
Yeah, Kamari's done really well. Super excited for him, and just gonna go out there and run the ball well and do what the team needs.
What's it going to be like seeing Coach Wallace as your acting head coach?
Yeah, it's just that's how it's going to be, and we're just really focused on the game and what's at task.
What are we going to see different about the offense in terms of tight end usage? How are you guys used differently than previously?
Yeah, I just think that we're it's very similar to like how we've been used, I think, and we're going to be dependent on in the run game and in the pass game as well. So we're just going out there and doing whatever Coach Lester asks of us, and I think that, and same with Coach Hodge, and I think that's very similar to last year, just doing whatever the team needs.
Is it possible that not having Kirk could have a galvanizing effect for you guys? Is you got a lot of leadership on your team, a lot of veterans, that this is kind of a rally around the flag type of game?
Yeah, I think we'll just lean on each other and just worry about Illinois State. That's the biggest thing, and I think at the end of the day it's going to be all good.
Where were you when you found out the news about Kirk and the one-game suspension?
I really don't want to talk about it. I'm just really wanting to talk about the game this weekend.
Can you talk about what you've seen from Illinois State?
Yeah, no, they'll be good. I'm excited for the challenge at hand. They're a good team, and coming in, I feel like they bring a lot of pressure, and that's always tough to deal with. And so you just got to really be locked in on all that stuff, and I'm excited for the challenge.
Are there different asks for the tight end in the run game?
Yeah, it's all similar. We're on the front side of a lot of things, on the back side of a lot of things. We're coming across the ball a lot. So yeah, we're out wide too. There's a lot of stuff. So I'd say so. And but yeah, it all starts there in the run game. So we're excited for it.
You were talking before about the day-by-day thing with the offense. I'm assuming you've kind of like made peace with the fact that not everything with the offense is going to be 100% perfect from day one. How do you kind of remain patient with that, even in a game when something doesn't work?
Yeah, well, nothing's ever really going to be perfect. So we're trying to go out there and just execute the best we can. What Coach Lester asks of us, and I think that as we go, I think it'll get better.
Do you feel like the run game's really executing well?
I do.
This game?
Yeah,
Why?
think I do. We've just been running the O line and the tight ends and the receivers are all running and hitting, and that's where it starts. You got to create some separation and some what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know what I'm looking for right now. But no, you just got to get them down the field is what I'm saying. And I feel like we've been really doing that, and yeah, it's been good.
So as far as getting vertical on teams,
Vertical, that's what I was looking for,
that's
guys.
the word. I appreciate that. I guess how often do you guys trade over now? I mean, you used to trade a lot pre-snap. Is it similar for you in that regard, or is there a lot of motion at the snap?
Yeah, we've started some trading and stuff like that. That was like a big thing, with our offense last year was, you trade to formations, but, obviously we've been doing a lot of motions and stuff like that. So, I feel like there's always going to be someone in motion or trade just to change up the look for the defense. That's the biggest thing. So, it'd be good.
Can you describe the connection between you and Cade, both returning and playing?
Yeah, I'm super excited for Cade. Just get back out on the field. I know he's worked really hard, rehabbing and everything like that. And, for both of us, I think it'll just be a cool opportunity to be able to go out there and put our pads back on. It's a lot better, going out there and swarming with our teammates than watching them do it and watching them on the sideline. We obviously want to try to help as best we could, but to be able to go out there and swarm with them would be really special.
How does a lot of the motion and stuff and trading over impact you in pre-snap, and as far as not confusing yourself, you're trying to just confuse the defense?
Yeah, for sure. I think that it comes, during the week, getting the looks down and trying to expect what is going to happen before the snap. The coaches do a great job with the scout team of putting them in the right position. The hard thing is it's week one, so you can't look back from last week. It's always from last year, and they can always change something. So, I think that the biggest thing is just trying to see the look before and understand what could happen. Yeah.
How you all doing today?
How you doing? Excited?
Trying to stay up to eat.
How you feeling? It's game week.
I'm excited, having fun with the boys. That's all I can ask for.
What feels different about this week?
It's game week. We preparing for something. Instead of going against each other. But these last 3 weeks against each other have been great. Great competition back and forth. Now we're looking forward to, imposing our will on somebody else.
Can you describe what you've seen from TJ Hall this camp?
A lot of growth. I think TJ is someone who came in early, so he got a jump on everything about 2 years ago. And now I feel like it's all coming together for him, physically, mentally. It's excited for his opportunity to see him play Saturday.
Can you talk about how veteran this team is?
We're quite veteran, got a bunch of 6 years. I'm glad to have them back, we 23, some of us 24, and then with some 18-year-olds and just reminiscing on the times, me, Sebastian, Quinn, when we first came in, and watching them, the young guys, just grow and blossom into what we are now, veterans. And it's been fun, especially with this group. The main reason we all came back is to be with each other. And, there's nobody else I'd rather play with, so I'm blessed to have the opportunity to play with them again.
Swarming for the first time, I guess. What's that going to be like?
It's always surreal, when you come out to the Black and Black, and, the fans, and just togetherness of it. We all linked together. We all tried together into center field, and it's just a blessing, and it's something I can't even explain. It's kind of like the man in the arena almost. Everybody's eyes on you, and we showing togetherness and coming out and ready to go to war.
Your first game last year, you hadn't played for a long time. This is different now that you have a bunch of games under your belt. Playing healthy. Just how do you feel different maybe going into your first game this season?
Just having a healthy, successful training camp. Able to correct some things there. I think it's gonna help me out a lot. I've been playing football for quite some time now. Like you said, I missed a lot of football prior to that, and I'm just excited to have fun with the boys. That's honestly just to have fun. The practice today was fun, and that's the main goal of it all. Is just to have fun and leave it all out there.
What made practice fun today?
We're just competing, and you never know how many opportunities you have in this game. I've been out, so I know what it feels like to be out, and I know what it feels like to miss the game, miss the competitiveness, miss the just being out there with the boys, and being out there with the boys and competing. That's what makes it fun, just out there having a blast.
Anything different or new about head coach Seth Wallace as opposed to assistant coach Seth Wallace?
No, not at all. He's still loud and flamboyant as always. He's going to coach us, whoever he is, whatever his title is, he's going to come out and be Coach Wallace.
Any difference between Coach Wallace and Coach Ferentz?
Yeah. Coach Ferentz on the offense side of the ball, and Coach Wallace on the defense side of the ball, but I feel like if they flop, they'd be the same.
Jamar, is there a thought of obviously maybe coming in here as a 5-star? What did you see from him when he first got here?
His ability to sacrifice and work hard. Normally you think 5-star, it's if I'm not playing defense day one, like I'm looking for another school. But I mean, Xavier was a guy that came in, was just focused on the work. He was a special teams guy his whole first year, and then you saw that in the season. He finally got his opportunity and he ran with it from there. So he's a joy to be around. He's a funny guy in the locker room, and I'm excited to see him keep playing and keep growing.
Was there a moment where you saw like, hey, this guy? Any moment of his humility that you saw, or is just any maturity?
He might hate me for putting this out there, but I think everybody saw the 2022 Iowa State game. He had the clear scoop and score, and everybody makes mistakes out there. And sometimes in special team meetings, just because we're going over formations and looks, that clip will come up again. And he's not a guy that hides his face or turns from it. I mean, obviously it's funny, everybody gets a laugh out of it, but he faces it. And I know if that happens again, he won't make that mistake again. So.
Okay. And then just what's he like? Kind of like I need to talk to. What's he like as a person?
He's cool. Like I said, he's a pleasure to be around. He's a gamer. I mean, you'll find him, Nick, and Quinn talking about Clash Royale sometimes more than they talk about actual football. So he's a pleasure to have in the locker room for sure.
Okay. Deontay, could this Coach Ferentz suspension be like a galvanizing thing for you guys as a team?
I think it can if we let it be, but he addressed it. We all know Coach Ferentz works extremely hard at his job, and that's why he's one of the best at what he does. And I think the main thing for us is just not let it turn into something that doesn't have to. I mean, obviously it's happened, it's over with, so now we're just moving forward, looking on to Illinois State and what we can do to get the win without him there.
You hear the stories about Phil Parker and that coaching staff. They instill respect into whatever opponent you guys have on the schedule. How do they go about doing that every week, no matter who the opponent is?
I just think it's the mindset. It starts, out in January when we get back from our winter break. I mean, you can't ever overlook anybody. I mean, just go back 2 years, we were in a dogfight with South Dakota State out there in Kinnick, and fortunately we were able to pull out the win, but it just goes to show you that anybody can beat you on any given day. So whether it's their game plan or just how the way they talk to us and motivate us throughout the week, I think they just do a great job of making sure guys are never comfortable, always trying to think of the hardest position before it happens out there on the field, and I think that's what attributes to a lot of that.
And you guys build up to this moment, the first game of this season. You guys train in the off season, get all that work and preparing for these next 3 months. How exciting is it to think about swarming on Saturday?
Oh, it's definitely exciting. I mean, it's like you said, you go through spring ball where it's just 15 practices and you're not really prepped for a game. Then you go through the winter training program, the summer training program, and now it's like we're a couple days away from the real thing. Obviously, there's some jitters, there's some nerves just because it's a new opponent, a new season, new journey that you're trying to write, but I know guys are excited. We're doing everything we can right now to make sure this Saturday is the best performance we can put out there.
Thanks, Deontay.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the Big Ten expansion? With 4 new teams getting added to the conference, just what are your thoughts on it?
I think it's exciting. I mean, it speaks to the times that we're in college football now with NIL, transfer portal, stuff like that. Obviously, it's sad for, fans of other conferences that are losing their favorite teams and stuff like that. But, it brings about new competition, new rivalries are going to start popping out. And, I'm excited to, see how it all plays out because, I mean, I think it's pretty safe to say it's not done. Teams are going to keep moving for as long as I can think. But it's fun. It's exciting.
And then you guys, travel-wise, you guys are going coast to coast this season. Just your thoughts on that, being a student athlete with everything going on, doing a lot of travel this year because of the expansion? Yeah,
it's going to be different. But I think here at Iowa, not just with football, but off the field, like they do a great job of making sure we got resources that we need to stay on top of stuff like that. Like you said, the coast to coast would be a little difficult, but hey, it's what you sign up for when you play high-level football like this. And I mean, in the NFL, you got teams that might play 3 games in like 8 or 9 days. So It's getting us ready, and it'll be fun. I mean, Rose Bowl is a dope stadium. Midwestern kid, that's a dream to play out there. So I'll sacrifice the long fight for that.
Is there sort of a rally for Coach Ferentz in week 1?
I mean, you could say that, but I think at the end of the day, we're focusing on trying to go out there and get a win. I mean, if you overthink it too much, it could turn into a distraction. And I mean, I know that nobody in the building wants to go out there and start off the season with a loss. So we're just focused on the game plan, focused on getting ready. And I know Coach Ferentz is doing a great job with the offensive guys, making sure they're ready to go and make sure everybody has the right mindset collectively going into it. So we'll be ready to go.
Does it feel any different, even knowing he won't be there on Saturday?
I mean, I'm sure it'll be a little different weight to it come Saturday when you actually don't see him out there on the sideline. But I know he's pouring everything into this week that he's allowed to, and I know he'll be proud of us out there on Saturday.
Can you talk about how veteran this team is and how you got like the average age and how it affects the locker room?
I think it's good. I mean, it's good if we use it the right way. I'll say that. It helps with not just on the field stuff, but helping the younger kids, navigate with school starting, navigate class buildings and tutors and schedules and stuff. And then on the field, I mean, knowing game plans, being able to build off schemes that we've had in the past, and it's definitely a benefit. Building relationships with people, it helps create a bigger purpose when you're out there playing because those guys have been with you 4 or 5 years.
What is the average age?
Jeez. I'm not really a math guy, but I'm 22, so I know we got like 5th or 6 years on defense, so whatever 22 times 7, maybe like I know it's 140, and maybe add like 21 on top of that, so divide by 11. Jeez, I don't know. Well, like 21 something? I don't know. But yeah, that might be terrible. So if this is out anywhere, don't roast me. But yeah, it helps. We're old. I'll say that.
See Coach Wallace get his shot as a head coach for one game.
I mean, I just want to see how he's going to go about it. I mean, I got complete trust in Coach Wallace as much as probably anyone in the building. So like, he's got a lot of respect. He's been here around the program for a long time. So. I mean, yeah, I just want to see how he's going to go about it. I feel like if he's going to give us like a pump-up speech or something like that before the game, or I would like to see, but if he doesn't, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But yeah.
I'll be frank, Sebastian, because you're a vet. I can ask you this: did you feel any sort of betrayal, shock, when you heard the news about Kirk doing something that he admitted is impermissible?
No. I wouldn't say there's none of that. Everyone makes mistakes. Like sometimes people don't even know when they are making mistakes. Like so in a sense, like sometimes you just don't know what you don't know, and everyone's human in the day, So it's just, I mean, yeah, that's what it really was.
Did it mean anything to you or the other players when you weren't in the room with us? We were in a press conference with him, and he did not seem at all frustrated. It was more just, I made a mistake. It is on me. He barely even mentioned Coach Budmeier's name. Did that mean anything to players, like to take responsibility for your own actions?
I mean, I feel like, yeah, when anyone does that, you kind of like, it's like you acknowledge it, but like you still respect it at the same time. And I mean, KF's got respect for like a lot of people, especially in this building. And I mean, yeah, everyone knows he's a down-to-earth guy. So like, yeah, there's ultimate respect.
I know that your coaching staff is all about teaching life lessons through football, things like that. What's a life lesson you feel like you've learned through this whole situation over the last week?
With the KF situation?
Yeah.
What I learned? I don't know. I can't tell you honestly. I don't know.
Without Coach Ferentz being there on Saturday?
Absolutely not, no. We're just focused on the fundamentals, showing up, working every day, getting better, improving. So
obviously, Kirk would love to be out there. Has he talked to you guys about, don't worry about me, you guys know what you're supposed to do, get the job done? What does he kind of try to tell you to kind of motivate you?
Pretty much just get the job done. He has 100% confidence, the rest of the staff. Just don't focus on this. Focus on your fundamentals, improving. Focus on the opponent. Just try and get better each day. So,
how have you noticed, what's the improvement you've seen out of the offensive line so far, man? Coming off spring ball and the fall ball?
Just the experience, I would say. Just being able to be together, fit together better, have more chemistry. When you're put in certain situations that you would in a game, you're actually able to execute and do a good job and feel confident afterwards that if you get put in that situation again, you can do that. And I think that just helps a lot, just as our whole confidence as our offensive line. So, yeah.
How did you see the offensive line just sort of grow during the fall game? Obviously, staying healthy was probably a big help.
Yeah, so staying healthy was a big deal. Just staying together, working as a unit, gaining confidence in our play, having success during camp on certain plays, certain situations. You gain a lot of confidence like that and from those situations. So that's pretty much where I feel we improved a lot. So.
A lot of movement on that 2 line, and then newest depth chart that just came out. What have you seen from that second unit and how they've been gelling with the team?
Yeah, so they're really motivated. They want to get a spot. They're nipping at the heels of the starters. That's the goal. I've been in a 2 position before, so that's the goal you're trying to do is just fit in, trying to fit with the rest of the offensive line, work so that when your chance comes that you can take it and you can take your opportunity. So
you guys had a lot of injuries last year. Offense struggled a lot. Is there a sense of really wanting to get the season rolling and maybe prove a little bit with the offense showing what you've done, what you can do?
Yeah, we're excited. We want to show what we can do. Just going throughout camp, we just thought about we could really do a good job this year, and I'm excited to see how it plays out on Saturday and the rest of the season.
Does that new offense add to the excitement with the motion and the misdirection and all this stuff? Is there an excitement level with that brings to the table?
Yeah, so I would just say that I'm excited to see how it plays out on Saturday. We actually get to be in an atmosphere, in a real competitive atmosphere. We're competitive in practice, but it's not the real deal, and I'm excited to just see what we can do.
What was your mentality? You were out all last year, most of last year getting injured. You pretty much won the left guard spot pretty clearly, it seems like. How did you attack spring ball and fall camp?
Well, first off, first it was just getting healthy, and then last year was just doing my job and being a role player and helping out the other guys, and coming to spring ball is just attacking it each day, trying to improve yourself each day, and make it so that the coach wants to play you as much as possible. That was my mentality. Being put in certain situations where freshman year, sophomore year, I might have gotten down on myself, lost a little confidence. I felt like trying to keep my confidence the entire time was another focus of mine. So, yeah.
How do you see